Last episode on Dark Dunedin.
Where did you get that ring?
This one?
Sorry to pry.
Oh no, I'm glad someone noticed it. It might not look like much, but this is one of my true treasures.
My mother had a coral cameo ring just like that.
This was my mother's.
Really?
Yeah.
Speaking of health and safety, are you planning on throwing a party?
It's the end of Lent.
Don't drink it all at once.
Abhorred sticks, seething and spilling the flood of deadly hate, black and deep, whose waves of torrent fire inflame with rage.
Dark Dunedin Season 2, Episode 2. Driving Lessons.
Where the... No. Come on. Shit. Go round. Can't you see I'm... Yes, go around. Thank you. Now. Damn it. No. Right. There we go. Home, James. You don't see me, but I see you. I am Louise Hepburn, an invisible woman in the Edinburgh of the South. You shun the watchers until you need to break open our memory banks. This is a story about my Dunedin, Ōtepoti, the place of the steep points at the bottom of the world. Someone else would tell the story differently, but this is my story. Hell breathes as heaven looks on.
What's that car?
What's with you twitching the curtains?
I'll twitch my curtains as much and as often as I like. Tell me about the car.
It's a rental.
You've pranged it.
It came like that.
Is that legal?
You get a discount if you hire one with a dent.
Do you even have a current licence?
But they're not going to rent me a car if I don't have a licence.
Now, what do you want with a car?
Right, that's your quota.
Quota?
That's all the questions you're getting today.
You must be planning on going somewhere if you've hired a car. That was a statement, not a question. I haven't been taken on a drive in ages.
You get taxis.
Not the same. Not like a day in the country. Easter picnics, crisp air, a hike, hot cross buns, still warm from being wrapped in tea towels, the pop, pop, bang, bang of bunny hunts in the distance. Run, rabbit, run, run. Bang!
Oh, Christ, you nearly gave me a heart attack.
It wasn't a heart attack that got Christ.
Then, I've met someone.
Who?
Someone who might know us, about us.
Oh, no, Lou. Don't let people in. That's what the lawyer said. There are vultures ready to dive into our lives and feed off any juicy scraps they can get their hands on.
This person doesn't know about any of that.
How do you know?
She's only just got here.
From where?
The United States.
A stranger in town.
But with some possible links to us.
How?
Her mother.
Well, who's her mother?
She came here in the mid-70s.
Why?
She was an exchange student.
Rather tenuous possibility of association.
She may have done some acting with Mum.
What was her name?
Nancy.
Nancy.
Remember her? American Nancy.
No,
How did you know she was dead?
I didn't. How would I know that?
You said. What was her name?
Did I?
I was certain you'd remember her.
No bells are ringing.
There can't have been many American women acting with Mum. And you were in the scene at the time.
Not every scene. And I avoided sharing scenes with Marion whenever I could.
Damn it. I had her number on a pink post-it in my purse.
Whose number?
Regan's.
Who's Regan?
Nancy's daughter. Oh, I promised her I'd take her on a tiki tour and now I can't contact her.
Do you think that's a good idea? You've only just met her.
Crazy.
Is she?
No, that I can't find the note. Maybe it's in the car.
Sarah called.
What?
Sarah phoned earlier.
And...
She's selling up.
The house?
Yes.
Our house?
It was never mine.
She can't do that.
Well, she can.
It's wrong. Immoral.
Louise, you mightn't agree, but it's within her right.
We have to stop her.
She didn't need to even tell us.
I'm going over there right now.
Oh, Louise, don't. Don't make a scene.
Hi, I'm afraid the open home isn't till Wednesday.
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
That's right.
Get out of my way.
Excuse me?
Sarah! Sarah!
Now, look, you
Where is
can't
she?
just... I'm not at liberty to discuss my client's whereabouts.
Sarah, I'm counting to 10, then I'm coming in.
This is entirely
1, 2, 3. I know you're in there.
Do I need to call the police?
Well, they won't get here in time. 4, 5. Oh, hi.
I was in the middle of FaceTiming Matthew.
Oh.
You've met my sister-in-law.
Oh, I didn't realise she was related.
What do you want, Louise?
You can't sell the house.
I can, and I am.
It's Matthew's home too.
He agrees with me, and he never wants to see or speak with you ever again.
It's not just a house. Look, does she have to be here?
I'm paying her to be.
The sale goes live this afternoon, and we still need to address those trees hanging over the fence.
Bugger off.
I'll be in the lounge doing paperwork.
It's a drawing room.
Dining, study, lounge, 5-bed, 3-bath, and 2-car garage with internal access.
And don't touch anything.
Lou, it's a done deal. Unless you've got another plan to honour your brother's debts.
What debts?
And then there are Toby's legal fees.
Richard's a lawyer.
Conveyancing, and not a very good one. But everyone seems to have enjoyed the spoils of his mismanagement thus far, so here we find ourselves, including you.
Don't we have an accountant?
Do you read any correspondence from said accountant?
I thought that's what Richard paid him to do.
Your accountant is a woman.
Oh.
While you muse on that oversight, I've got a house and contents to sell.
Contents too?
Were you really going to challenge me on this after all you've put me through?
I didn't put you through that.
Well, let's just say you were very cooperative with the police.
It was the only option I had.
We can agree to disagree on that. And now the boys have to be my priority. Goodbye.
Wait. Have you seen a coral ring?
A what ring?
A coral cameo ring. It was Mum's.
Are you asking if I remember seeing her wearing it?
No, it's here in the house.
Where?
In the wooden box in the sunroom.
It's a home office on the listing, and I haven't seen a wooden box in there in years.
You didn't move it somewhere?
Oh, did I move something in my house?
Yes.
If there was a box that contained anything of real value, Richard probably pawned it.
He wouldn't.
He would, and he often did.
It should have been safe here.
It's one ring, and I'm really not in the mood for the sentimental show right now.
I want it!
Look, if I'd known it was so important to you, I would have made sure it was put aside. But there are other pieces you can have, like the china
I
or
don't
the
want
glass.
the china. I want the ring. That's what I wanted. That's all.
You've never mentioned the ring until today.
Well, maybe I didn't want to. Maybe I trusted I wouldn't have to.
Okay, so you want to talk about trust, do you? Louise, I know you believe you did the right and moral thing.
I did. I didn't want to. I had to.
And now? Now you don't really have anything, do you?
Sorry. Lunch meeting. 2 courses always ends up as 5.
Somewhere nice.
La table.
Is that how you say it?
Well, how do you say it?
Table. But I've never been there.
When you do, get the Rocky Range Pinot.
Noir?
Well, there's another called Rocky Reef. You don't want the Reef. They're Marlborough.
Not good.
I don't have shares in the Reef.
Noted.
So, what are we about today? I was surprised to hear from you. It's usually Sarah who takes care of business.
That's why I'm here.
Now, she's got a lot on her plate.
Well, I'm here to see what I have on my own plate.
Your plate?
Mains, preferably.
Not a shrimp cocktail?
Too small, 270s.
Soup?
Comes in bowls.
La table fabrique un très smooth vichyssoise.
I want a plate. I do have a plate, don't I?
OK, let's talk about your plate.
How's it looking?
Empty.
What?
There's nada in your larder. In fact, you live off the crumbs of someone else's larder.
Then what do I have to do to set up my own larder? Actually, can we drop the dining metaphors? Don't I have a trust?
You had it when you were 21. I mean, there isn't another trust hiding behind it. They don't grow like magic mushrooms if you keep picking from it.
I know that, but isn't there...
No.
Is there really nothing? Anywhere?
There's a shit ton of debt, if you want to get technical about it.
But they're not mine. I didn't create those debts.
What do you talk about in your family when you're all together around the table? Anyone ever ask who's paying?
What are my options?
Well, what about your cartoons? Make much of that?
Someone blew my pseudonym.
Oh, whatever happened to all publicity's good publicity? Sell some paintings.
I haven't done that in years.
You've got to leverage this, Louise.
I'm not really the sort who leverages tragedy.
You know about the custom of the sea and the mignonette case?
What?
The custom of the sea refers to the accepted practice of cannibalism by shipwreck survivors. Now, the custom is that the choice of whom was to be eaten must be arbitrary. But instead of drawing straws or whatever they had on hand, the survivors of the mignonette in 1884 made what they believed was a rational decision by eating the member of their party they believed to be the least likely to survive.
How do they know?
Poor sod, he'd drunk seawater and was going mad from dehydration. Hell of a thing on a little life raft. Anyway, when they got back to Mother England, one of them spilled the beans about their M.O.
Then what?
Oh, lots of hoopla and a trial, various verdicts and a sentencing for each, yada, yada, yada. But then, after his release, one of them, being a man of opportunity, decides to make the most of his infamy, joins a travelling circus and recreates himself as a human flesh-eating freak show. Dressed up in a loincloth, locked in a cage, and fed raw, bloody meat. Animal meat. But you get the idea. The spectacle, roll up, roll up.
I don't think I'm ready for... I've got my family to consider.
You've got nothing. And you've got nothing to lose.
Nothing.
No.
Remember when you used to act with Mum?
Unforgettable. Even in the midst of everything that was going on. And going down.
Do you remember an American woman called Nancy?
No.
Really? She was in a production with Mum at a cinema club.
This was an actress in a movie?
No, Nancy was in plays with Mum, but the theatre was at something called a cinema club. Do you remember that?
Some days I don't remember what I had for lunch.
Her daughter's in town.
Nancy's?
Her name's Regan.
Shakespeare or exorcist?
She's an architectural heritage researcher. You really don't remember her?
What, Nancy or Regan?
Regan wasn't born. This was about 1976. She was an American woman in her early 20s who wore a coral cameo ring.
You didn't get many of those back then. What I can remember is that almost every one of your mother's costumes, every single layer.
This sounds like my cue to exit.
What goes on in the theatre?
Stays in the theatre. Thanks for your help.
We do what we can. And Louise?
Yes?
On your way out, could you clear up with Carol what your billing arrangement is, whether Sarah's still handling it?
Or if I decide to pay my way with cannibalism.
Just want to avoid any misunderstandings or embarrassment.
Bloody Tartan Mafia. Presbyterian Illuminati, bloody useless lawyer, sleazebag! Bloody stupid spendthrift idiot brother, bloody trust fund. What's this? $12 for 10 minutes expiry. There aren't any other cars on this side of the street. And what are you looking at? Unless you want to pay this parking fine, you can mind your own business. Breathe. 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 I am calm. 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 Focus. 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 Regan. Regan, it is! No! Over here! Regan! Wait! Sorry, I didn't see you. I was looking at her. I thought I saw... She's gone. She was there. Right there.
Dark Dunedin is a production of Prospect Park, New Zealand, based in Otipoti, the Edinburgh of the South. All episodes are written and directed by Emily Duncan, produced by H.J. Kilkelly, and recorded at Otago Access Radio. Dominic Angelo-Laloli is the technician, and original music is by Mārama Grant. Original artwork by Jess Newton. The actors in this episode are Julie Edwards as Louise Hepburn, Terry MacTavish as Fenella, Kate Schrader as the real estate agent, Mārama Grant as Sarah, and Peter Hayden as the lawyer. Dark Dunedin was produced with support from Creative New Zealand, Dunedin City Council, Archive Birds New Zealand, and Dunedin UNESCO City of Literature.